Yeah. Because the way they've been taught about the Bible, that is not the way of the Bible. You know what I mean? Because if I was living in that world where the everyday interpretation of the Bible go on, then I would have eaten the Bible too. But now that we have found the right way of the Bible, then the Bible is to be loved, because the Bible is a record of man creation. It's the only book it's the only book can show you where mankind begin without any prejudice or anything like that, any boastfulness, pride or anything. It just have how it go, and that's it. Well, all the Christian people, not even the Christian, all the people who go to churches interpret the Bible and the preachers them. That is not the right way. Because the greatest thing is that life. See? It's life. Life I deal with. If the preacher read the Bible and tell you that you have to die to go to heaven, then he's not reading the Bible. Because the Bible tells you you have to live in a heaven. You don't die and go to heaven. You have to live in heaven. You know, a lot of places on earth could be. But Africa is our heaven. Because that's where we come from. You know, maybe if it's a Swiss, maybe if you're from Switzerland and the people know God, then maybe you could live in peace, unity, harmony, you know. But, you know, people are stubborn on this earth because of material vanity. But easier don't really last for time, because the struggle is for make our people know now, say Christ upon earth, and him name Rastafari, and all of our people now must know the truth and deal with it. Because if we don't deal with it, you know, it's judgment time, and there is some who God really pick, that some must survive. So we are called for the survivors them now. You know, because it's not a joke. Those who survive know so them have to survive, because it is an inborn thing in them. Them know that. So we want to get her now, because, you know, we can't wait much longer.
Were you aware that Papua New Guinea and the Karim, the black people in Australia, have applied for membership or recognition in the OAU?
No, I'm not aware of that.
Okay, Dr. Yosef Benjokanan announced that at the last State of the Race conference, and it's a sign that the people in the South Pacific recognized. They said they wanted to realign themselves with the...
That is the best thing could ever... Oh, God, that is beautiful, man. You see, Emperor Haile Selassie formed this OAU, see? And this is where you call... This is what everyone should deal with, because, you know, America, black people should deal with it. People from Jamaica, people from everywhere there should deal with it. And then other people will know that it is true and deal with it too. Because what we are dealing with, you know, is something higher. I mean, it's not what we are dealing with. The reality of what's going to happen is something higher than man's own personal little vexation and pride self. This is something where no man can stop, because all nations are going to gather, and all nations are going to say yes. I'm right, and some plenty will die, you know. But there is the people who did it, who want it and know says for them one, which is the truth, the right to live, you know. Which when you check the right to live is to have the right vibe. The right vibe come from Rasta, you know, because it's just so it come. It not come another way. It really come from Rasta, the head. That means this is where all people must really deal with, because themselves I try find the way. Every day them get up and look on the TV, them read the newspaper, them want to see the truth. But them can't see the truth, because the truth will not be found there. That is why the man said this revolution will be telepathic. Understand?
Do you think that you can get that message across to this generation? Because especially this generation, because we don't have Malcolm X, or very few people even know who Marcus Garvey is. Do you feel like you can make a dent, especially in the American generation?
Well, it's have to happen, you know, because I can see it daily. I go out there and I see 5 Rasta man, and all of them talk like American. That means maybe I can say them was born here. For them children, it's the same thing. Now in the last flood, when only Noah and them 3 sons and couple wives it saved, multiply all of these people. So it is happening, man. Right now you have more people, more Rasta, more than when Noah did save with in the last flood.
It's happening.
So it really happened, you know?
It might be slow, but it is sure.
Yeah, man. It's not a thing where, man, you're frightened, man. You're frightened because I see all certain people, man. I couldn't say well them are Rasta when I just see them. And all a year after, the whole countenance change and become more real. You know, him change. You can't see him like him get the gift of life to blood clot. You can't see when a man directly get the gift of life, you know, and him change, you know. All him countenance change. You know, him just ready. So, you know, we see all them things that happen to plenty people. Yeah, we are the survivors, you know, and we have to do. I go to Africa, and when I go in Africa, you see, every black man of the West, why? Him is what him want to be when him go to Africa. You hear me? Him is what him want to be when him go home. But there's still a decision for the African them making. Because them have to come together and make the decision, Africa for Africans at home and abroad. Because we defend Africa. See? But up till now, you don't really have, like, the African come out and say, well, then, yes, I defend, who no? Yeah, you hear me? But still, we can't give up. Because we know, say, some of them is French a rule for them country. Some of them is American, some is English, some is German. So, what we are deal with is something where we know, say, if we not deal with it, I mean, it have to be dealt with, you know. We just lucky, say, me glad to say, well, then, yes, me know that when time we have fight this war, you know, you find, say, it's not just a war of survival, it's a war of survival of a people, a rascal thing, because God control time, you know. That means how long you want to be gideated, you can go on in the morning, come back young again, and the night, and just done again, and then tomorrow morning it get young again every day. You know what I mean? So, man have to make up his mind because he can't outlive time. So needless him put off. Get it now. Because the time is now. We don't want our children come blood clot suffer in the streets again, man, like how we suffer. No, our children look to we for say, well, then yes, we must prepare the way now because, you know what I mean? I mean, we know that why we suffer through this blood clot. That means we can't afford for really, we can't do it. We can't become junkies. You know, that means you see plenty man, you know, plenty man, him would just turn to the back, you know, because when him drink it, it make him forget. So him forget for like a time and, you know, blood clot, because when him conscious, all them children, them a cry upon him. Him have to do something, you know. Him figure says money, but it's not blood clot money, it's way I tell them. Because if you don't mind sharp, it will become money. Because them we always like them want this and them want, and you know, we'll put like a ties and what them for know. What them for know? The way I figure, what them for know. That means you can take education after. Don't bother take education and come know this. Because it was terrible. All of them things they have, you know what I mean? Yes, you see what I mean? This blood clot, earth vex, God earth vex now, you know. The earth itself vex. Because them underrate the earth. You know, and the earth vex, God earths the Lord and the fullness thereof. Yeah. So the earth vex. And when time the earth go back to theme spot, because them tell you say, if there was a river running through here, and a man dry it up and put land there, you know, and build it up theme way, the river is coming back to its place. That means every hole where them digging the earth, when they're rightful, the earth want back that blood clot space. And you know, say them have whole heap of things underneath. That means when the earth come with all a 5 minutes earthquake, guys, earthquake them are making, you know, they make blood clot earthquake, you know. It going to be red, man.
Okay.
Rasta.
Yeah, I'll see you later.